T.B.Photo X1.5 to FX, and welcome back to another video. And this time it's a little bit about what shall we call it? Well, inspiration doesn't strike when you're sitting in a business meeting trying to force out some kind of pitch to what to do in your next video. Sometimes inspiration strikes when you least expect it, and for me it was when I was just out mowing the lawn. So thankfully we don't have smell-o-vision yet, because I think I'm smelling a bit like sweat, lawnmower petrol, and lawn trimmings. But anyway, that's beside the point. The thing is, I've noticed a little bit of a trend that this camera has started to become popular by foremost the hipster community, but also photographers who are starting to go into what has become known throughout photography as Lomo or Lomography, a kind of lo-fi analog style of photography that I think one of the cardinal rules, they even have some 10 commandments sort of deal when it comes to lomography, and one of them is to not think and not to really care about the picture, just take a photo. But what I start to think about is that those cameras, the Holga camera, which is the poster child camera for lomography, the Holga camera is basically a piece of recycled, PET bottle plastic from Hong Kong. It's made by it's shiny black plastic, which is light leaky as anything, and it has a lens on it with basically one element made from a recycled clear bottle cap. It's not even a glass element, it's some kind of plastic that sometimes is a bit opaque even. So the thing is, Digital Rev TV did a piece on it. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I don't remember the guy who did it, but anyway, it's that guy who always doing the way it goes about sex. But anyway, as he showed on that little video, was that camera is atrociously badly put together. It has very few features. It has graphics to show the different focal lengths. It's a rangefinder camera, so you don't have any type of knowledge on how far away it is. It doesn't really have a rangefinder. Basically, it's just that you look through a little window, and then you have to guesstimate the focal length. So I started to think about, well, is there an alternative to that Holga camera? Oh, now it started to rain also. Nice. So if you hear any kind of crackling noise in the background, it's basically that it started to rain. That's nice. We needed it, so it was a little bit dry in the ground actually. But back to the point. The Holga camera is atrociously badly put together, and it's starting to climb price-wise. So I started to wonder to myself, is there an alternative to the Holga camera? And I actually found this on my own wardrobe door, hanging off my own wardrobe door. It's the Ziess Ikon Natter. This camera was my grandfather's, and it's from the 1950s. I mean, this camera is made of metal, and it has some kind of plastic shell on it as well, but it's glued to real stamped metal. It's all mechanical. I mean, if you listen to this, it's completely mechanical. It still works. The Holga camera doesn't even really have shutter speeds. I mean, you have to go, sunny 16 rule or cloudy 8 rule. But this one, first of all, you have a proper, focus length, from 1.2 meters up to infinity on the focusing dial. You have a shutter speed between bulb mode and 1/300th of a second. You also have, like 1 second, 2 second, 1 second, half a second, 1/5 of a second, 1/10, and then 1/25th, 50, 100th, and 300. Those are the ones that are marked on this. And I've noticed on this particular camera that you have to be above 1/10 of a second, otherwise the mechanism is a little bit sticky. But as you hear, now I'm on 1/50th, and just listen. It just works, and you even have an indicator in the viewing window. It becomes half red. A red screen comes across, and that means that you have to advance the film in order to not do a double exposure. So, and this also, it is a, what is it? It's a 75mm lens. This shoots in 6x6 centimeter negatives, and it has a aperture, a variable aperture between 4.5 to 22. So it's a variable aperture prime lens from Zeiss on this camera. And it also has, 3 flash modes, so you can actually hook a flash up to this little point here, and you have a cold shoe on the top, and you can put a wire trigger on this, one of those old school plunger type deals, and you can put old school flashes on this, those one-time bulb, single-use bulb flashes. You can put a modern style flash on this. So this camera, in my opinion, has more features, or more quality put together. It's metal inside here, not shiny plastic. It's actually painted in a little bit of a what is it called, a matte finish. So you basically have a much more quality product, and I know these cameras people basically throw off to you because these aren't worth anything. But quality wise, if you compare this to a Holga, I mean, why not use one of these? Maybe all of this is because I'm not really into the lomography scene and so on. But what I would like just to have a little bit of a talk about is these cameras are a bit overlooked, in my opinion. And this one has a nice leather case that it comes in and so on. It has tripod screw in, so you can actually put this on a modern day tripod. It's a 120 film camera. It uses it takes 6x6 negatives, and it works. It's a bellows camera, and it's a when this thing is put together as such, it doesn't take up that much space. So is this a valid option instead of a Holga as a lomography camera? Because I don't think it's the best quality lens in this, but still it's size. Oh, the cat is here as well. But anyway, now I'd like to hear from you. Do you think there is a place in lomography or any type of hipster photography for the Ziess Ikon? Or is it just the Holga that is the legitimate lomography camera? So drop a comment down in the comment section, and I'd like to hear from you. So this is Tobias Bergstrom from T.B.Photo X1.5 to FX, and I would like to see you guys in the next video. And as you supposedly should say on this YouTube malarkey is, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.